Hello, folks. Good morning today. Again, it has come to my attention a few things that some schools are requesting me to clarify on the assessment plans. Now, one of the things that we've noticed is that some schools are creating the assessment plans and the score sheets a number of weeks, ahead of time. To address this, I would say that best practices is to create the assessment plans, or let's say the assessment plan is a planning tool. So what we anticipate you to do is probably just to create your assessment plans maybe a day or two ahead of when you intend to record or conduct an assessment and record your scores. Or you can create your assessment plan ahead of time, but you do not have to generate the score sheet. Okay, so I will demonstrate this by giving an example. So my last assessment for exercise 2 reading for English, was on the 8th of July. Now I anticipate that I would be conducting maybe a writing exercise or a writing assessment on the 15th of July, which is a week after. So I would, let's say, create a new assessment. Okay, and then this is E3, but I would be doing a writing assessment, and this is for BS3. Okay, English English BS3, and the grading period is still T2, and this is a classwork. It's formative and it's for Form A. This contributes, let's say, 20%, and my intent date is on the 15th of July. Okay, now I save my record. Okay, now because let's say today's date is 27th, or well, this assessment was intended to be conducted on the 15th, which I have created the assessment plan for. But honestly, I'm not ready to record the marks, so I do not need to generate the score sheet. Okay, so I can leave my assessment plan this way without having to generate the score sheet. So if you go into my score sheet, you only have two existing assessment, which is E1 and then E2 reading assessments. Okay, this is because we don't really want to create so many scores results without entering the scores. Okay, we only want to capture the scores when we are ready. We have marked our assessment and we are ready to input the scores, right? So if I go back to my GBA plan, okay, I still have this as as an assessment that is pending to be assessed. Now let's say that I'm now ready to record my marks. Then I can come in and say, okay, generate my score sheet. Okay, and I can click OK. And when I come back into the GBA scores, I'm looking for E3. Okay. Okay. So we go back to create a writing exercise for the following week. Okay, so what I'm going to do is click on new and say exercise 3, and this is a writing. This is writing. Okay, BS3, and the section is session number is English BS3 term 2, and that is term 2 period 2. It's a classwork and it's a formative assessment. These guys, this assessment is for stream A, which is class form A, and this is forming, let's say, 30% of the overall assessment, and we anticipate that this was done on the 15th of July. So I would make the due date same as 15th of July. Okay, and I'll save this record. Now, because I've already conducted this assessment, I'm ready, and I've marked the assessment. I'm ready to kind of record my marks. So I'll go in and then sync to the score sheet. Okay, I have a notification there, so I'll go back and then look at the GBA scores. Okay, so at the moment I've got 60 records here, but I'm only interested in the reading, in the writing exercise. So I can click on the header title and just select E3 writing BS3. Okay, I want to filter because I'm only interested in entering the scores for these. I've got 20 students in my class, and the score entry is like that. So let's say 30. This guy got 89. This guy got 78. This got 85. Say 63. 58. 78. 56. 99. Okay, so I'm just pressing the enter keypad to capture. Your experience might be slightly different when you are using the mobile phone. When I'm done with this, I'll showcase how you can easily also get around working on the mobile phone. Okay, so this is 45, 88, 66, 85, 74, 71. Okay, and let's say 95 and 76. Okay, so in a quick fashion, I've completed my scores. The reason why we don't want to leave too much gap between the assessment plan creation and the scores is that you have too many blanks. So when you want to do an analysis, it becomes an issue. You have to filter out or take out all the empty scores. Okay, so we want the assessment plan to be as close as to when the scores are recorded. Now let me create another one so that we can have a better understanding. So I'm anticipating to conduct another test probably maybe next week. Okay, which is, let's say, 22nd. So for simplicity's sake, I'll duplicate this, and this time my fourth exercise is going to be a comprehension exercise. Okay, and it's also a classwork, but I'm going to give this as a homework, or let's say still it's a formative work, and this is going to take, let's say, 15%, and I anticipate to conduct this assessment on the 22nd. Or let's say today is 27, so let's say tomorrow. Okay, Okay, and I'm ready to hit okay. Now because my scores are not ready today, I'm going to do conduct the assessment today, but I'm in the position to record my assessment tomorrow, so this is okay. In that view, I wouldn't want to generate the score sheet. I'll wait till tomorrow, and when my scores are ready, I can come back and then just do generate my score sheet and enter my scores. Now, if you want to see how your plan is going, there's a calendar here which shows you what assessments are coming up, and then all those that have already been conducted. So if you go to the agenda, it tells you that today it tells you these are past assessment, which is July 1st, 8th, and 15th. There's one for July 27th, which is today, but tomorrow we have also another one, which is a comprehension exercise. Okay, now if you are teaching a number of subjects, you may find this very useful because you can look at what exercises and assessments that are coming up for you and those that you've already assessed. Okay, so if I go back to my grid view, let's assume that I've conducted my assessment now. I'm making an assumption, so I'm ready to capture my score. So I can go in and then click on sync to score sheet. Okay, right now this is exercise 4. What I would like to do is I'd like to go into the mobile phone mode. Okay, so I'm switching to the mobile phone interface. Okay, now you see that some of the records can be displayed, others aren't being displayed. Okay, now there's a way that you can view this in a more precise useful manner. So if I go into my viewfinder, can click on this and say list view, and this will list all the records in a way that all of them are displayed on your screen on your mobile phone. Okay, so the same way I generated my score sheet, I can click on the three eyelets button and click on sync to score sheet. Okay, now once I've done that, I need to go to my my score sheet. That's, I mean, three various ways that I can access my score sheet. I can go to the menu and then select score sheet, or I can go to the bottom and click on more, and I can also still see score sheet. Now in the same way, you can organize this interface in the list view. So this is the grid view, but on your mobile phone it's more useful or easier to look at your results in the list view. Okay, so that's how your list will appear. Okay, I'll end this video and then I'll continue in the next section.